Welcome to Size TV, a show about all things big and small. It's a game of trivia that looks at the extremes from around the world, and you can play along. Culture is a way of life, a unique history of people that molds each one of us. When it comes to celebrating culture, these folks prove that it's a big world after all. Where is the world's largest fiddle? Sydney, Nova Scotia, Donegal, Ireland, or Denver, Colorado? Denver, Colorado is home to the Rocky Mountain Fiddle Camp, and Donegal, Ireland's heritage is filled with fiddle music. But neither of them can claim to have the world's largest fiddle. In Sydney, Nova Scotia, it's not uncommon to see someone grab a fiddle and demonstrate the richness of Cape Breton Island's Celtic heritage. And if you want to grab a fiddle to play a thing or two, why not grab the world's largest fiddle?
Hi, I'm Bernadette McNeil at the Port of Sydney, Nova Scotia, and this is the world's largest fiddle. It's called Fiddle Mór a Céilí, which is Gaelic for the big Céilí fiddle.
And just how big is the big Céilí fiddle?
If you were to take a school bus and turn it up on its end, it would be at least a school bus and a half, I think, I would say, anyway.
It's huge.
Big as a building.
100,000 times bigger than a regular fiddle.
The fiddle is 55 feet in height with the bow. It's 10.5 tons in weight, and it's over 14 feet in width.
So then, how big would a fiddler have to be in order to play this fiddle?
We did have a guy named Giant McCaskill who was pretty big, but not even he could play that fiddle.
I think it'd have to be very big.
Big as a building.
Huge.
Yeah, you'd have to eat your Wheaties, I would say, and every last pea in your plate.
Cape Breton is rich in music culture. It's the music and song that sets it apart.
There's many, many types of music here in Cape Breton, and the fiddle itself or the violin always plays a background for that, if nothing else, but stands alone prominently as its own style of music, the Cape Breton fiddle.
A lot of the people who are here now, they brought the music over with them. A lot of them didn't have fiddles. A lot of them just had the tunes in their head. So it sort of survived through most music, they'd call it.
It has linked many of our cultures, Scottish to Irish, to French to Mi'kmaq. So that's why we chose the fiddle as the icon.
Whether big fiddle or small, the music this instrument creates appears to have a delightful effect on the people who hear it.
You cannot sit through Cape Breton fiddle music. You definitely have to get up and dance. When we hear the music, we dance to that music. We interpret the music that we hear through our feet.
In Sydney, Nova Scotia, they will continue to dance to the music of the world's largest fiddle. Where is the world's largest totem pole located? Duncan, British Columbia, Victoria, British Columbia, or Anchorage, Alaska? British Columbia is home to a number of the world's largest things. Two of them are the same, but different.
Hi, my name's Richard Hunt,
Hi, my name is Leslie,
and we're standing beside the world's most massive pole in Duncan, BC.
and this is the world's tallest freestanding totem pole.
That's right, the world's tallest and the world's widest totem poles. The province is heavily forested, and its Aboriginal people make extensive use of cedar trees. They call the cedar the tree of life.
Well, the way I talk to kids in that, it's like when you're born, you're put in a cedar cradle, your diapers are made out of cedar bark. When you die, you're put in a cedar coffin and stuck in a cedar tree. Our houses are made out of cedar, our fish is on cedar sticks. We travel by cedar canoe. Everything's made out of cedar.
Totem poles originated with the Northwest Pacific Coast Aboriginals. They serve a very practical purpose.
Totem poles are storytellers and history keepers because people along the coast up until fairly recently didn't have a written language. So cultural history was passed down through storytelling, singing, dancing, ceremony, and the carving of the pole.
So they were more telling a story too of marriage and who married who and how our lines go.
As far as I know, I think it used to be in Victoria, in Beacon Hill Park.
And the biggest one is right there, isn't it? Somewhere in Beacon Hill Park? Yeah, right there.
It is. See, I knew it was here.
The world's tallest freestanding totem pole is in Beacon Hill Park in Victoria.
The pole is 127 feet 7 inches high. This is one solid piece of wood. And the pole, the wood that this tree came from, the tree itself was 353 years old. And it was raised on July 2nd, 1956.
Leslie's great-grandfather was commissioned to build it. The world's widest totem pole is in the city of Duncan. Duncan, British Columbia is known as the totem pole capital of the world. And what better way to promote tourism than to hold a totem pole building contest? Richard Hunt won.
When I was coming up here to get an interview to do this pole, the log actually went by me in a logging truck. And it was so huge that I went to the city and I said, I don't care how much money you got for this project. Whatever you got's enough, the size. Never ever get a chance to work on anything like this again. I did it in 1988. It's 26 feet tall, 7 feet through the top, 6 feet through the bottom. Carving my culture is really I'm just carving what belongs to me. So to do that, go through life doing what you enjoy and carving what you own. Yeah, I feel privileged to do what I do.
The largest and the widest totem poles in the same area? Talk about bang for your buck.